So thankful that I got to come here. I can't imagine where I'd be if I probably hadn't.
Officer Mark Preby spent his summer here. Craig Hospital is a few minutes south of Denver. It's a world-renowned facility that specializes in spinal cord injuries.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of where he's at today.
His wife of 20 years, Heather Preby, is by his side.
And this is something we've talked about over the years, the what ifs.
For their kids, Connor and Chloe, this visit is tough. They must stay 6 feet away from Dad.
In my family, just being, I haven't seen my kids. I haven't seen my daughter since I left Mercy. And luckily I saw Connor a few weeks after I was here. But as you know, you can't touch each other, you can't give them hugs. So that's been hard, probably the hardest.
He's amazing and brave. He doesn't give up even though things are tough for him right now. And whenever things are tough, he always gets through it.
With what happened, it could have been worse, so we're happy where he is now.
Old photos prove time is fleeting and that in any second, everything can change.
All right. You ready, Brandon? Yep.
This is how Officer Preby first got from his bed to a wheelchair. It took a lift and 2 people. Then lifting himself up was not easy. Now it's routine. With the help of a machine that can only be used in a clinical setting, he was upright.
I was nervous, really. I hadn't stood up since June 9th.
The machine helps with bone density.
I felt really good after walking around for quite a while.
It was overwhelming. People were like, "You didn't cry?" I'm like, no, my heart was literally ready to jump out of my body because to see him stand upright and to see his knees and his legs move in a natural state was so overwhelming.
Rehab here is all about transitioning to the new normal. Grilling burgers in a wheelchair? Mission accomplished.
Things are going to be at a different height for me a lot, so that's where we're trying to figure things out back at home especially.
Officer Preby says faith, family, and community support keeps him in motion.
Even just the prayers, people saying, hey, we're praying for you, we're here for you. It's just all that positive influence, I think has really helped me stay motivated to keep moving forward. I shouldn't be here, I should be dead. I really believe that. I know that. If it wasn't for and I'm not going to say for another officer that took action, I really believe that there would have been a funeral, and they would have had to go through a funeral for me. I think God's kept me here for a reason. I don't know everything. I don't know why. To be a better dad, to be a better husband, a better person, hopefully even and to hopefully be able to give back.
When I walked into the ER that day, he said, "I'm sorry." And I'm like, "For what?" And he goes, "I'm sorry." And I told him, I said, "You have a second chance. I don't have to walk out this door and tell our kids that their dad is gone. I don't have to walk out this door and plan a funeral. We get to go forward with a second chance."
A chance to see his kids drive and graduate. But first, he plans to go to a Republic High School home game.
I'm stoked, but that excitement of being able to go out to the football field and see my kid play, see Chloe to start lifting weights again and getting strong and lifting weights and competing like she was before all this COVID stuff started.
So I'm really happy that we can be together again and that he'll be able to be home with us.
It's going to be pretty nice having him there.
The Prayers for Preby Facebook page has more than 30,000 followers. They say the outpour of community support cannot be measured.
You guys have blessed us with thousands of cards, blankets, T-shirts. Mark doesn't have to do laundry for another year.
The Facebook page is also a place for Heather to share her own challenges. She has cancer.
It's called follicular lymphoma. It's non-Hodgkin's. It's treatable, not curable. So I'll have it the rest of my life, but the way we're going now, everything is going good.
I asked Heather what she sees today when she looks at Mark.
A hero. He's stronger than he was. I'm thankful that we've been able to do this together.
I'm still here to see my kids grow up and to live a life and hopefully be able to give back and continue to make a difference.
They're supposed to land here in about 30 minutes. So, Steve, when we hear and get word that that's happening, I'll let you know so we can bring it to you live.
Here's Ashley Reynolds at Springfield Airport, and Officer Mark Priebe and family just now pulling up in their ride home from California. Ashley, take it away.
Officer Priebe has landed in the Ozarks. He's home. He has not been inside his home since the morning of June 9th. We have about 50 officers here, firefighters, first responders. His family, his parents are here. His brother's on the plane with them. When I interviewed Priebe and his family in Colorado about the hospital, he said, "I'm so thankful I got to come here. I can't imagine where I'd be if I hadn't." Priebe told me he believes he should be dead, but said, "God has kept me here for a reason." And his wife says, it's a second chance. The Priebes have 2 children, Connor and Chloe. Officer Priebe, or as many call him Mr. Mark, says he cannot wait to watch Connor play football and watch Chloe weightlift. He's looking forward to just being home. And that's Heather right there, his wife, as you can see. You can see his daughter, Chloe. She has a lovely purple sign for him. And that's Aunt Holly. And you can see his wife, Heather, being wheelchair ready for him. Son Connor's helping out. When I was interviewing this family in Colorado, I asked his wife, Heather, what do you see when you look at him today? And she said, a hero. He's stronger than he was. That's him hugging his daughter, Chloe, and then son, Connor. He's hugging an officer. And those are his parents. All right, Steve, I can't hear you because we had to unplug our stuff to come back in, but that does it. Officer Priebe is home. He's back in the Ozarks. Back to you.
An important milestone for the Priebe family and Officer Priebe, and very moving moments there at the Springfield Branson National Airport private hangar. This ceremony continues live on our KY3 Facebook page.